Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan again from CryptoCamacho.com. And today, guys, I want to tell you a little story. If you guys don't think that cryptocurrency is infiltrating your hometown, if you don't think cryptocurrency is becoming mainstream, if you don't think it's going to take off and just rocket to the moon here, I want you to listen to this story, right? So, about a month ago, approximately, right, my wife broke her phone. She broke her phone screen on her iPhone, you know, just like your typical iPhone screen. She broke it, right? So that's a whole other issue. My wife breaks her phone screen or her phone in general probably once a month. And so her and I have kind of this bittersweet relationship about her phone and her phone breaking. And in fact, it actually just broke last week. So not even last week, it broke this week. It broke like 3 days ago again. And so my wife, when it breaks, when my wife's iPhone breaks, she typically takes it to this local store near the Sacramento, California area. She takes it to this local store to actually fix her phone and to fix the phone screen, right? So last time she broke her phone, we were going out to dinner. We decided to stop by the phone store, right, so she could fix the screen on her phone. And so we stop at the phone store, right? We drop off her phone, whatever, right? Then she goes to the restaurant. I say, hey, I'm going to go into the phone store. I'm going to go check and see if your phone is done, right? If your phone screen has been fixed. And I go into the phone store, and there's a guy. You know, he's working the counter. I think it's the owner of the store. It's just this kind of little shop, right, where this guy has his own little business. He's fixing iPhones, fixing Android phones, whatever, right? So I go in there. I say, hey, my wife's phone, is it done? Have you finished fixing it? And the guy says, yeah, hold on, let me check. Let me go get something here real quick. And he does. He goes to the back, you know, and while I'm waiting for him to check on my wife's phone, I see this little sign on the side of his, on the wall in his store. And it says, we will buy or sell Bitcoin from you. If you want to buy Bitcoin, ask us about it and we'll help you buy Bitcoin. And I was like, wow, this guy running this small business is offering to help other people buy Bitcoin by offering it as a service in his local shop, right? So I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. I'm going to strike up a conversation with this guy, and I'm going to see what he's actually doing with Bitcoin, right? Because I've never really seen this in a public domain in just a small, you know, mobile phone store from a guy that's fixing iPhones, right? So he comes back out, says, yep, your wife's phone is ready. Here you go. You know, I pay him whatever. We strike up a conversation about Bitcoin, about cryptocurrency. I start asking him, you know, you buy Bitcoin from others? He says, yep. I say, you sell Bitcoin? He says, yep. He says, why, you want to buy some? And I'm like, no, I actually buy Bitcoin myself. I trade Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and so forth. But I'm curious, like, what do you do in Bitcoin? What do you do in cryptocurrency? And he said, oh, I'm very into cryptocurrency. I've been investing it for a while. And he's like, I get this. He's like, I invested in Ethereum, you know, a couple years back when it was $7 for one Ethereum. He's like, I put a couple $100. I think he said he put like, I don't know, like $700 or $800 into Ethereum when it was $7 per Ethereum coin, right? And then I was like, what? And this was like, you know, at the point when I actually had the conversation with him, I think Ethereum was like, I don't know what it was at, like $600, $700, something like that, right? And so you can imagine this guy, he made thousands, I mean tens of thousands of dollars by just investing in Ethereum when it was $7, right? And Ethereum was one of the first kind of bigger known cryptocurrencies. They introduced smart contracts, basically programmable money within the blockchain interface. And so he got in at the right time. But my point is that this guy that's running a mobile phone shop to fix iPhones and to fix other types of cell phones, right? He's into Bitcoin, he's buying Bitcoin, and he revealed to me that he has made tens of thousands of dollars by buying Ethereum when it was at $7. And I was like, wow, this guy is into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Many other people maybe as well. The conversation continued, right? And we kept talking about cryptocurrency. We were just sharing this kind of mutual obsession that we both have. And we keep talking about it, and he's like, you want to know something else? And I was like, yeah, what? And he's like, I actually mine cryptocurrency. I mine Bitcoin in the back of my store here. And I was like, what? You got to be kidding me. And he takes me back into the back of his store there, and he shows me this like kind of homemade makeshift Bitcoin mining rig that he had set up in the back of his shop to actually mine Bitcoin. And this was when, I don't know exactly how much Bitcoin was, but here's a guy that's running a small business, right, to fix cell phones, and he's buying and selling Bitcoin to others. He's invested in Ethereum as an early adopter, and he's mining cryptocurrency or Bitcoin in the back of his shop with a home rigged crypto rig, right? And I was just like floored. I was like, wow, if I don't think cryptocurrency is getting adoption, is going up, is gaining popularity, I mean, just look at this. Just go into your local shops and start asking people about Bitcoin. Start talking to them about Bitcoin. And you're going to be very surprised at how many people actually do know about it. But a lot of people know what it is, or sorry, don't know what it, a lot of people have heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, but they don't actually know what it is. They don't know how it works. They don't know what the purpose of it is, right? Just like the internet in the 90s. Nobody knew what the internet was. I mean, some people did who used dial-up modems, you know, when you started to go to Prodigy and AOL. AOL and Prodigy are really the first companies that really helped the internet take off, right? You know, Prodigy came first, so it was pretty well adopted, right? And then AOL came next with their chat, AOL chat, if you remember that from like the early 90s, I think it was. You can chat with their instant messenger. And once that happened, it took off. People started joining the internet just to use American Online or AOL's instant messenger. That's like my mom did the same thing. My sisters did that. And it just blew up from there. The same thing is going to happen to cryptocurrency. Right now, the early adopters, the innovators, the technologists, the people into technology, the geeks, the nerds, they're the ones buying cryptocurrency right now. They're the ones adopting it right now. And they see the value from a purely technological point of view. They're the ones adopting it. All it's going to take are a few killer apps, a few very, very well put together, really well designed, very simple interfaces of these different cryptocurrency technologies or interfaces, and you're going to see an explosion of adoption in cryptocurrency. And I think Bitcoin Cash right now, they're developing many of these applications. I've shown you Cointext. I've shown you a POS system that they're making. I think it was like May 15th or May 18th. They're coming out. They're increasing the block size. They're going to be, you know, announcing and launching more products with simple, easy to use user interfaces and allowing the masses to start transacting using Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, and things like that, and convert between different cryptocurrencies. So I think this is a phenomenal time for you guys to get into cryptocurrency. If you haven't yet, please take a serious look at cryptocurrency because the time is right now. The market is really low. It's down right now. Cryptocurrency is not going anywhere. It's not going to go away. It's not going to disappear. It's way too widespread. It's in too many local governments. It's in local shops. It's in local communities now. It's infiltrating everywhere. And it's only going to grow and expand over time. The number of applications that are being built on cryptocurrency or on top of cryptocurrency are accelerating. They're moving faster. More and more investors are getting into cryptocurrency from Wall Street, financial institutions, George Soros, you know, you name it. There's so many people getting into it right now. Mark Cuban, big name, big time investors, big time business people, right? So anyway, get into cryptocurrency. I thought you'd like that story. I found it fascinating. This guy, you know, I still go talk to him here and there. He lives, you know, I don't know where he lives, but his shop isn't too far away from where I live. And I just think it was fascinating that I walked in, stumbled upon this guy who shared this enthusiasm for cryptocurrency and was so deeply entrenched into it. And I had no idea, and I would have never known if I didn't ask the guy. So start talking to people about it, guys. I'd love to know if you have a similar story like that. If you do, let me know. Let me know if you have a similar story. Let me know if you were an early adopter in cryptocurrency, and if you made a lot of cash, let me know. I'd love to know your story and how it all turned out for you, and if you're still hodling or if you have sold. All right, guys, I'm Dan from Crypto Camacho. Please subscribe to that by clicking on that little red button below, and I'll give you daily updates from my channel. See you guys.